got a Richie mcCaw opening up first. We'll go through the teams once Richie comes in.
Just a little bit of movement off the seam there by the great Richie mcCaw, beating the burly Tom Walsh outside the off stump.
Yeah, so Tom Walsh, you know, two-time Olympic medal in shot put. Any good at cricket? We're going to find out. On the stumps again and just patted away. He looks like the sort of unit, Tom Walsh, doesn't he, that could clear the boundary fence, Mike Lane.
Yeah, I think he's looking for that one in the slot from the GOAT, Richie mcCaw, and I think he'll open up and look to heave it over cow corner. But interesting to see Stephen Fleming opening up. He's been the bunny of Geordie Barrett for years, so interesting to see how it happens at the other end.
Oh, that's a smashed away just over the head of the mid-wicket fieldsman. And cricket is underway with a slightly dodgy shot there from Tom Walsh. I understand, actually, the thinking behind the Tom Walsh selection, fellas. Of course, he's got a great arm on him, doesn't he? And he can really fire them in from the boundary fence. So he's predominantly in the side for his fielding, I understand.
Well, a cricket ball is a lot lighter than a shot, so he should be able to throw it out of the park.
Well, I'm interested to see his technique from the boundary, whether it's the overarm, underarm, or from under the chin.
Well, that shot was all muscle and no timing, wasn't it?
That's right.
It was actually a little controversial, apparently, when Tom Walsh went to the nets. Initially, he was bowling to the batsman with a shot put.
Yeah, right.
Just to get into the rhythm of it. You make a good point about Stephen Fleming. I have a very clear memory of Geordie Barrett bowling to him at 4:52 on Saturday afternoon, and Fleming played the shot at 5:15 that same day. The mind is willing, the body not so much, as mcCaw bowls a beautiful Yorker and dug out by the former New Zealand skipper as it squirts away down to third man for a single.
Yeah, well, Stephen Fleming famously broke his toe at the bowling of Israel Dag in the first Black Clash, right on his toe. It took him about 18 months to recover, apparently, and he's still pretty angry about it 4 years later.
mcCaw again to Walsh, who just plays a slightly agricultural shot. A bit of a misfield there. And he'll get another single.
A bit of a misfield there from Harry Plummer just behind square leg. But the thing with Stephen Fleming, Jason Hoyt and Matt Heath, God, he looks good. He's in great nick.
Oh, yes.
And it looks sensational. He just can't quite hit the ball.
Yeah. No, and his brain, as you say, the brain is firing. I mean, he's the most successful IPL coach of all time. Just can't see anymore.
mcCaw again comes in and bowls to Fleming, and a trademark elegant drive to the covers, but no run. End of the over. Well, this is the thing that so many of the players discovered. Of course, so many of them haven't played any cricket for so long, and the brain knows what to do. It's just the body takes a little while to follow up. But let's get into the team cricket and who's playing today.
Well, of course, Tom Walsh and Stephen Fleming opening. Then we've got Adam Vittori, BJ Watling. He's just retired, so he's still in fine form. Hamish Marshall, love that man. Grant, the hairy Jav Elliott. We've got Jacob Oren, some tall timber there. Nathan McCullum, also known as the Komodo Dragon. You've got Kyle Mills and Daniel Dumbledore Vittori, and of course Shane Bond. Can't wait to see him bowl.
That's right. Team rugby. Will Jordan opening up. You know he can definitely bat. Kieran Reid, the great skipper and leader. Callum Boshier, former under-19 cricket captain and current chief. Brendan McCullum out of Matamata Rugby Sports. Anton Devicic, who's the wild card for the rugby. Geordie Barrett, who we know about. Jock McKenzie, Ruben Love, Harry Plummer, Jason Spice, and Afisa Tonu'u taking the gloves, and of course the GOAT, Richie mcCaw.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but yeah, well, I humiliated the GOAT